What are we then?
You know, consumers.
Right. We are consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession. Murder, crime, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me is celebrity magazines, television with 500 channels, some guy's name on my underwear.
Yeah, I was born with an older head like Benjamin Button, so I see that most materials don't really mean nothing. Unlike the puppet public who've been molded to love them, getting fucked over by the corporate giants above them. Your television lies, it keeps feeding you rubbish, airbrush to real lives. Can't you see that they're bluffing? False celebrity gossip, people love to discuss it, cause illusions that they're stuck in stop their bubbles from busting. And the way that it's looking, we just set up to be broke. Rap race, shit pay, spent on clubbing and coke. It's like we sniff to the rich, the way they stuck up their nose, while I'm stuck on the low, trying to hustle some notes. Sometimes I struggle to cope in progressing with goals. Spitting truth and knowledge gets the threat and the nose, so ain't no labels on it like second-hand clothes. Darker days are promised, I'm just setting the tone. Close-minded, can't you see that you've been blinded? 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 I just can't understand why we're so close-minded. Eyes sealed shut like conjunctivitis. They don't know nothing about our lives, still it's stereotype us. Blaming hip-hop for the riots when the media glorified it. So don't deny it, who promoted the violence? Trying to cope in this crisis, surrounded by sirens. It's like Punch and Judy cause the puppets be fighting. People living in fear, everybody be frightened. But fuck what they writing, I don't pay no interest. They're trying to leave us depressed, that's why they call it the press. Promoting negativity to keep us in check. And news the world affairs cause they're cheating the rest. So tell me how'd you win the battle when they're funding both sides? We're trying to stand up and rise, so much social divide. Cause pricks like Rupert Murdoch pull the wool over your eyes. Like the days of Margaret Thatcher, no one's opening their minds. Close-minded, can't you see that you've been blinded? 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 A product of love's young dream. Or is it? You tell me. The one thing we all search for when we're young and naive, something you could never purchase that stalks you in your dreams. A typical occurrence in the thoughts of loved up teens. Like in a friend of mine's story, it's what you certainly seen. They say opposites attract, well in this case it was true. Cause Sarah's fam was rich, fed her from a silver spoon. Whereas Sam didn't have shit, had to learn to make do. But the dividing money never separated the two. Since the third year in school they've been together as one. Both now in full-time college and still getting on. Even older friends thought they both forget and move on. Guess they were wrong, cause tomorrow they've been 3 years strong. To show his love, Sam booked the finest restaurant. After the grub, he revealed a necklace from the box. She was touched and couldn't imagine how much it had cost. Then he toasted how you couldn't put a price on love. You can't put a price on love, but we all pay the price because I guess I don't know what that means. I guess you don't know what that means. You can't put a price on love, but we all pay the price because I guess I don't know what that means. I guess you don't know what that means. You can't put a price on love. Below all the laughs and smiles, they lay a horrible truth. Cause Sarah's dad despised the boyfriend's inner city roots. Probably why she never told him, but somehow we knew this was a problem he'd be solving anytime soon. Cause on the other side of town, in Sam's neck of the wood, Sam had just been arrested for possession of drugs. An envelope full of coke, something he wouldn't touch. The bent pigs on daddy's payroll was setting him up. Realistically speaking, Sam was well and truly fucked. Cause 4 years is a deep thing for something you ain't done. Like say goodbye to a career and the people you love. Watching your life disappear, you might as well give it up. 3 years pass by and Sam is released on bail. Lost of all his hopes and dreams, his only option is to fail. So he agreed to do business with some peeps from his jail, committing a crime he was framed for on the street selling scale. 3 months of freedom, Sam is still on the block. As a car slowly drives by, beeps and pulls up. It was a customer looking something, but she didn't have enough. She pulled a necklace from her top to cover the cost, and then it hit Sam who this bitch really was. A haggard beat down version of the girl he used to love. Lost for words and in shock, his heart almost stopped. He couldn't look another second, he just had to walk off. It seems Sarah lost the plot when Sam was arrested. Hit the party life hard, sniffed away to a cesspit. Her dad's possessive methods didn't teach her no lesson. All the control in her life made her mind infested. So don't always believe that love is cushy and nice, cause when that bubble busts it can fuck up your life. Whether you're rich or poor, we all pay the price. Lost in the maze on a bread trail of Hansel and Gretel. Thoughts of hate, they inject the raw plans of the devil. They orchestrate the wars, they don't want this anger to settle. All this pain caused keeps them at the highest level. I ain't a puppet, there's no strings attached like casual sex. Well, half the public's made robotic, I see mechanical flesh. Stuck in the trench, show no mercy like Bob manners in French. And spit sense to make them feel my shit like cavity checks. Curtain from truth, you don't believe the shit happens, cause they murder the proof. And I ain't talking about dead rappers. Certain the truths of what you read, but that's propaganda. Cause most sleep on coke, ecstasy and ganja, closing their eyes to escape through a bag of an ape. Awake, I can't lose my head like a wife of Henry VIII. Gotta keep a thick skin and trying to trick me into chains. Options pick slim, truth pumps in my veins. It's all politricks, bull policies, propaganda, polluted psychologies, pickpocket politicians, plastic promises, prostitute, popping public pimp properly. It's all politricks, bull policies, propaganda, polluted psychologies, pickpocket politicians, plastic promises, prostitute, popping public pimp properly.
Ha 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 ha! Diabolic, C4, check it. The gates of heaven are closed, hell's open and wide. Wolves in sheep's clothing, pull the wool over your eyes. Controlling your lives, they divide and conquer the weak. The strong will survive with canned food on to the teeth. Fuck the long arm of police and how far it can reach. We ready for war, freedom fighters marching the street. Targeting each and everyone they regard as elite. In a corporation where they'd rather market than teach. Market a beast, marketing the maximum price. Trade your freedom for a Vera chip tracking device. They'd have you believe Islam's a terrorist team, making heroin fiends out the American dream. And I don't care how honest our president seems, he covers up the drug traffic and embezzlement schemes. Another day, another dollar, more weapons to build. So if you ain't ready to kill, you better head for the hills.
It's all politricks, bull policies, propaganda, polluted psychologies, pickpocket politicians, plastic promises, prostitute, popping public pimp properly. It's all politricks, bull policies, propaganda, polluted psychologies, pickpocket politicians, plastic promises, prostitute, popping public pimp properly. Yo, see, I used to go college with this kid named Shay. Me and him were cool, cause he lived around my way. He made good money selling food on the back of the estate. Always dressed bummy to disguise the money he would make. His girl was soon to be a mummy, baby due any day, but he didn't give a fuck. He was too hungry for the pay. She'd phone him up crying, but he had no time for a complaint. So he's trying to buy your silence, throwing money in her face, violating his ways behind doors. Shit got domestic, cheating on his baby mother. He was evil and reckless, even punched her in the stomach when she said she was pregnant. Fed all around the hood, but he was never respected. His family would neglect him, so Shay felt alone. Only fear made him accepted, that's what made him so cold. The darkness had infected and he'd lost his soul. I guess he thought he'd find it putting work on the roads. He had no fear for his foes, he stayed clear of his toes. Thought he was heartless, he never shed a tear of his own. But truth is the kid wasn't as hard as he boasts. Cause Shay had a secret that nobody knows. Shay had an enemy, rumour is he bullied him in prison. How Shay had risen, he longed for the day he could kill him. Pride scarred, he dreamed hard with revenge in his vision. Cause word was he knew where he was allegedly living. 3 steps ahead of his victim, he had made his decision. Every night he'd relive it, all the stomping and kicking. I guess the nightmares had driven, made him plan to precision. Cause tonight was the night that he'd pay him a visit. He gripped a bag from the kitchen, set off on his mission. Wide-eyed, head spinning, completely oblivious to the fact that his missus and stash of money were missing. The nerves had hit him, he could hear his heartbeat ticking. This was his moment, and now was the time to live it. He reached the address he was given, stopped and stared for a minute, then poured petrol through the open window and lit it. Voices revealed it was his victim, but someone else was with him. He watched the flames from a distance, then he hopped in his whip. Satisfied it was finished, he sped off real quick, but something wasn't right. I got feeling made him sick, cause when he arrived home there was no sign of his chick. Engaged line, so he texted her, what time do you call this? Just as he realised there was a note for him on the fridge. Shay, I'm leaving, this time I've had enough. There's this other guy I'm seeing, unlike you, he treats me good. I'm staying at his house and I've taken all of my stuff. He says he knows you from the inside, took you for a mug. Used to bully you hard, says you're far from a foe. So don't you ever try to find me or else I'll fuck you up. I took your money, I deserve it for the shit that you done. And in a way you find it funny, cause you'll never see your son. He's better off without you, you're an evil piece of scum. You ain't got nobody now, so I guess you're on your ones. It don't take a lot of thought to realise what just occurred inside the gaff that he burned was Shay's child and his girl. There ain't no moral to the story, but there's a lesson to learn. Don't be a nasty motherfucker or the tables will turn. Don't be a nasty motherfucker or the tables will turn. Can't get rid of the image of when they raided our village. The piles of dead civilians made me question existence, until the rebel militia asked me for my assistance. I was only 15, wanna join the resistance. Don't get it twisted, this ain't for my religion. You do no different if they blew up the place that you lived in. Shoved the gun in your face and forced you to kiss it. Witnessed your mother rape while she's screaming and kicking. First I was a victim, had to make a decision. The AK I was given taught me to aim with precision. My first mission is to locate a vehicle and rig it. Head to a safe distance, then blow it to smitheers. Weak stomach and liver, nervous, my hand shivers. This is for my mother and all my brothers and sisters. Pull the detonator's trigger, blast blurred up my vision. Shrapnel from the ignition, left 2 enemies crippled. Ain't no turning back now, this can't be forgiven. There's blood on my hands, I didn't think that I'd kill him. Quick to point the finger, some might see me as the villain. But to be a devil you gotta live in hell, and that's where I'm living.
You think I am a devil, but only because I have lived in hell.
I must remain a tactician, can't give away my position. Cause last night a spy drone almost caught me slipping. Itchy triggers, they'll spare no ammunition. These men wanna kill us under any condition, even use the ones we love to force us into submission. Cause they don't give a fuck about our children and women. Seems death's the only way out this political prison, where the sands bleed red from all the innocent killings, where war crimes are committed but nobody listens. Cause America and Britain claim to fight in terrorism, but who they kidding? This battle's opium driven. Cause since they've been in, look how the flow of heroin's risen. So if this war never finished, either way they're still winning. I tried to keep up my spirit, but I'm close to the limit. Watching imperialism crush my socialist visions, while the West play the hero and take without giving. Ain't no turning back now, this can't be forgiven. There's blood on my hands, I didn't think that I'd kill him. Quick to point the finger, some might see me as the villain, but to be a devil you gotta live in hell, and that's where I'm living.
You think I am a devil, but only because I have lived in hell.
You're gonna see, we're gonna go into Afghanistan, so we run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We're gonna go into Iraq to take the oil and establish a base in the Middle East. You know, he was laughing about the fact that you have this war on terror. There's no real enemy. He's talking about how by having this war on terror, you can never win it, because it's an eternal war.
Yo, Inflict, 2011 Manchester, 15 years of age, check. Call the fireman and tell him that I've just spat. To be real, yeah, I'm sick of all this gun chat. Now they ain't backing up the beef that they should back. The only time they ride is when they've got a bus pass. I could die for the streets, but now fuck that. I'm finding the peas, yeah, I want some good cash. And when I'm gone, they ain't ever gonna come back. But these men are full of shit, they're just like a bum crack. If you run the ball, I'll kick you in your nutsack. Snakes on my back, yeah, it's like they're a rucksack. They couldn't test me, I'm in a good class. Never late, I'll come early, it's like a bus fast. Push back in the race, you're gonna come last. Take the title, why these others just ask. In the jungle, full of snakes and hood rats. Spitting since day one and I ain't ever looked back.
Yeah, it's C4 the Polymath, yo. Listen, yo, I spit the knowledge of a prophet. For non-profit, you can call it rigor mortis, cause I keep it hard-bodied, empty pockets, telling torturers I walk with the demonic. Every man for themselves, like headers and volleys, the snakes and politricks. Got me trapped in this life, but still I'm on top of shit like toilet paper after you wipe. And haters me nothing cause the fakers, I see the type. Keyboard rapists or mouth like lesbian sex life. It's a crime to the throne and some don't back a will, but crowns get broken, my rhymes like Jack and Jill. Underground, cutthroat lines, they can't my skill. So fuck clowns, it's all the souls trying to stack a mill. I never fall for the money, like you've been framed. Get rid of the toothaches, you could say I'm the dentist of the game. Catch a new case of screw face when they hear my name, cause I deliver shit cold like takeaways when they're late. Cheese.
Yes, it's Sin. Just gotta tell him something. Listen, yo, see they ain't gonna notice me, I'll notice myself. And when I ain't out, I'm in my bedroom writing notes to myself, hoping that it's gonna pay me my wage, then take me away to a place where it's brighter than a camera flash. CH, welcome to Jam Rock, it's dangerous, filled with plenty snakes in the grass. Made for this awaiting change, debate in the past. Now I'm moving, making music for the masses, music for the packies that relate. No bloodline, but punchlines, it's real, so I deagle like my name, but it's bait, so you shouldn't do that. Hotboxing in the whip, they like who that? Chilling, getting high, listening to Tupac, hey. Let me breathe, but it's hard with the smoke around. Hard to keep the focus going, still I hold it down. And I ain't gonna choke, I'm coming from the gutter, so let me show them how I do the thing. Watch me erupt then blow, 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 hey, hey. Bigging up C4, Inflict, popping off, Lee, yes, and we're out.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.
Yo, Everybody wanna talk but nobody wanna listen, so they fuck us from above like the missionary position, while a crooked coalition tried to judge the way we live in. From Cameron to Gideon, these cunts don't give a shit. Silver spoons of ignorance, money hungry hypocrites who manufacture misery, statistically killing us through guns and artillery. But these cunts are shipping in, some people learn to live with it. Me, I'm fucking sick of it. Second class conditioning for inner city citizens where everybody's living skin had to grow thicker skin. Bailiffs at your doorstep with the pigs trying to kick it in. This country's money's limited, got everybody chipping in. This ain't to blame the immigrants, I say we blame the ignorance of phantom wars we're fighting that cost taxpayers billions. Mugabe to Gaddafi, tell me what's the difference? Set oil you can steal from the soil of the Libyans. Cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit. Cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit.
I'm living in a cold world and I'm just trying to see the light. Shit on my brain has led to some sleepless nights, trapped in a place where only some can free the mind. Living in the darkness and I'm just trying to free the shine. I be myself cause I don't care what people like. Say my opinion, yeah, that's why you need to write. Life goes on as people live and people die, but now freedom is held prison in this evil time. Corrupt politicians but you don't seem to mind, trying to sell your shit but it souls demons buy. It's me or them and you could be on either side. It's funny how one bar can make the whole scene divide. Marry music, hip hop can be my bride. Kill the game but I just bring the beat alive. As the beat fate and telling them see straight, you won't make any cheddar, not when them cheesy lines.
Cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit. Cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit. Cold world, cold world, cold world, cold world, cold world, cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit. Cold world that we're living in, treated like prisoners, believe I ain't giving in. No concern for the innocent, it's easy to see that these people don't give a shit. People don't give a shit. People don't give a shit.